Good morning, everyone. Bill and Carrie with KB Trek.
Good morning.
Where are we at? What are we doing?
We are in Disney World. We're currently at our resort, which is the Caribbean Beach Resort. We're about ready to get some breakfast, but today we're going to the Magic Kingdom.
One short day in the Magic Kingdom.
Wrong universe, son.
One short day to go see Mickey.
Okay, we're done.
We're never done. Right now, we're just trying to find our way around our resort, where to go, because we are trying to actually get to our main building so we can try to find some breakfast. That is the Riviera, one of the newer resorts, a couple years old now, but we are definitely going the wrong direction for what we want.
We want to go over there.
We want to go to the left. Okay, and then this is one of the lagoon. Is that what they call this thing, or one of the lagoons? Something like that. I don't know. This is
I think they call it like Barefoot Bay or something like that.
Barefoot
I saw on the
Bay.
map.
On the back there you can see the Skyliner running. That's a Skyliner that goes to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, or part of the Skyline system. We're going to the main building for Caribbean, hon. What's the debate?
I was going to say, it just depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay.
Today it's Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. This is definitely a cooler day at Disney World today. What is it today for temperature wise?
I think that it's only going to be like a high of like 56 or something.
Okay, so even us hardy Minnesotans are wearing sweatshirts today, trying to make it through.
I am still wearing my flip-flops though.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's interesting is this is not our first time staying at Caribbean Beach.
Nope.
We've stayed here one other time. When was that, though?
That was during Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah. So
that was a fun trip.
we ended up staying, what, an extra 2 nights?
Yeah,
because
we wound up being here 2 nights because the airport closed the day we were supposed to head home.
Yeah, two unexpected extra days at the World.
Yep.
Didn't get to do much.
No. I mean, the day of the actual hurricane, we sat in our room and played our $45
Game of life.
Game of life that we purchased in the Epcot gift shop.
Haunted Mansion themed.
Yep.
All right, here we go into the main building. Gonna try to find some quick service breakfast. It's not busy yet. This room looks a lot different without several 100,000 people or whatever in here too. The only thing open for the next 10 minutes is grab and go stuff, but you get look at some of the cupcakes here. These are around $6.50 or $5 depending. We also got a couple bakery items like Mickey shaped cinnamon rolls. So no wonder it's not busy in here yet. It's about 6:50 and most of these counter service things do not open until 7 o'clock. So they're not even serving food yet. Order yourself some breakfast after everything opened at 7, after waiting for a few minutes. What did you get, hon?
I did the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, and it comes with some breakfast potatoes.
Okay.
And I also got myself a caramel latte, because I needed coffee.
Caramel latte.
Yes.
I just got a ham and cheese omelet, which comes with a side of potatoes, and I just got some tap water. This whole thing was about $27. Finished our breakfast, and we're gonna make our way to the bus. How was your breakfast, hon?
It was good. How was yours?
You know, mine wasn't bad. It
Yeah.
was better than I was expecting for,
For a
quick service omelet
quick
kind of
service ham and
thing.
cheese omelet, yeah.
Yeah. I headed to the front, and according to the Disney app, there should be a bus along in like less than 5 minutes. Here's the bus station. You can figure out where we go, Magic Kingdom. So they have these different buildings throughout the Caribbean Beach Resort. And depending on where you want to go, depends on which spot you're at. So we're going to Magic Kingdom. And here comes a bus right now. Our bus isn't too busy yet this morning, but we were just like the first stop. So second stop, so now we're just making our way around the resort. Looks like we made it.
We made it. We're here. Well, we have to still get into gates, but
Yeah, technicalities.
essentially we're here.
You were commenting, how long has it been since the last time we were at World?
It's been about 2.5 years. It was September of 2022.
That's crazy to think.
It is crazy to think. Like, we were doing Disney trips every 6 months
Roughly, yeah.
pre-pandemic. But now I've kind of insisted on the cruises.
Yeah.
They're cheaper.
Yeah, for the same number of days, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta make our way to the security gates and the main entrance the only entrance really to Magic Kingdom. So we have to go through security first, so they have to check our bags, go through a metal detector, that kind of a thing. Now the metal detectors are actually easy peasy. And we're gonna get in line to go through the turnstiles. Kind of walk to the other side of the entrances so that the lines were in theory shorter. But no matter what you do, 90% of the chance you pick the wrong line.
Seems to be our luck.
It is 7:50 and they just made the announcement that they're opening the turnstiles. The park itself doesn't open until 9 for everyone. But for us as a guest at
because we're early entry at a Disney resort, so we can get in at 8:30. But everybody's getting in now, and we can enjoy Main Street.
We have our tickets linked to our Magic Band, so all we have to do is put our Magic Band up against the turnstile. Okay, seriously, what happened to the line behind us? Like how are we the last ones?
They all found better lines.
We're gonna make it through the tunnel under the train station, and we're gonna go to Main Steet USA. 2.5 years. Very long. 2.5 years.
Oh, hey, the Christmas tree is still up.
Yeah, the Christmas tree is still up on the Main Street. What was really weird though was at breakfast they were playing all this holiday music.
Yeah, they were playing all this Christmas music in there, and it's like the Christmas ended a couple weeks ago, but
they took down all the decorations.
They took down all the decorations, but we're still playing the music.
Yeah, so it's just a little weird, but now here we are, big tree, and it doesn't look too crowded yet, but the park has not opened yet officially. Oh, here we go. There she is. And this is where I pan over to Carrie and see if she's crying yet.
I'm not crying.
Are you sure?
I'm tearing up a little bit.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's okay to get emotional when you see the castle. Oh, it is brisk this morning. That wind, feeling it for the first time. Brr. What are we gonna rope drop, hon?
We're gonna rope drop 7 more Dwarves Mine Train because this will probably be the easiest for us to get on there, yeah.
For early entry, we are going right at the hub. We're going to head toward Tomorrowland, and actually we're going to Fantasyland, where we have to scan our Magic Band to show that we are hotel guests and we are available for early entry. They did not need to scan all our bands, just one per room, I think. One per hotel room party?
One per party, yeah.
One per party. But we could go toward Tomorrowland. We're going to go around the castle to Fantasyland. Again, we're trying to head to 7 Dwarves Mine Train. I don't know. I don't think Disney World will ever be the same without the giant crane behind the castle. 9 months. It's pretty much there 9 months out of the year, or used to be.
I miss the twinkling lights. So if the having the twinkling lights bed means the crane, I'd actually be okay with that.
So right on the border between Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, to the right is Cosmic Rays Cafe. To the left is the Coco Meet and Greet with Maribel, or not Coco Meet and Greet with Maribel. I got my movies mixed up.
Let's try Encanto.
Yeah, that one. And this looks like we're gathered for the rope drop. I'm sure all these other people are trying to get to 7 Dwarves Mine Train too. And they just released us. Hell, that was interesting. But I guess we're in line now. Ooh, we're going through the queue. Got some mines, gems that we can play with. Now we're in the inside portion of the queue and spin these barrels with the gems. And images change on the ceiling. There's Doc and Happy. Here comes our ride vehicle. Oh. We're gonna try to find Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in the mine here. It's a hidden Mickey. How'd you do?
I did well. Did you find your Mickey?
No.
No.
I just can never find that guy.
Yeah.
Then there's the Seven Dwarfs Cottage at the end where we can see Snow White dancing with Happy. So for mine tray, I want to say it was walk on, but how long of it?
It was about 15 minutes from the point of time where we got in line to actually getting into our vehicle.
Which isn't bad at all.
Not bad at all, nope.
And we're gonna try to continue our rope drop. Gonna head farther into Fantasyland, and Peter Pan's Flight, I think, is the next one we're gonna try to get to. Crowd does not look too bad. It definitely pays the rope drop and stay on property for that extra half hour.
I was going to say the early entry is definitely helpful because the park isn't open yet to the general public for another 10 minutes.
So what did you think about Mine Train?
Mine Train is fun. I mean, it's one, like, if we can do it in a quick where we don't have to wait, it is great. I don't really want to wait longer than like probably 40 minutes for it, but
yeah. So they did a study that 6 out of 7 dwarves are not happy.
So lame.
Like, seriously, we'll come by here later. I'm sure this whole area is going to be more, wall-to-wall people. But right now, this is fantastic. And here's Peter Pan's Flight. Peter Pan Flight, the standby queue signs at 25 minutes. We'll see how that goes for us. Inside the queue for Peter Pan, that's Wendy and the boys' mom and dad. The thing is, the thing that it's too dark. The thing that I didn't realize until I don't know how recently that the voice that for Hook is the same voice for the dad, and so it's like there's a connection there in the movie. This is the kids' bedroom, and one thing that's fun is on occasion Tinkerbell will show up, so she might go into the chest there. There's other places around the room. You just have to listen for her. There's Tinkerbell. She's actually over there on the nightstand. Now she's in the drawer. There are ride vehicles. We get on the conveyor belt. Here we go! Disney Magic. Hello. Ooh. Magic.
And off we go!
Off we go! Nana! This is such a cool effect with London here. So a lot of people say that that's Ariel. That's one of the mermaids. Looks very much like her. Oh, somebody save Wendy! And the boys! No! Coming out of Peter Pan's Flight. And it's Mickey. He's drawing Mickey. And I don't know who that is going to be, if that's Minnie or... So how was Peter Pan's Flight?
I love Peter Pan's Flight. I mean, it's just so classic.
Yeah. Peter Pan's pretty fly because he never lands. Actually, Peter Pan wasn't bad. It was more 25 minutes, and how long was it?
It was about 19.
So things are coming up Millhouse.
Yes.
It's about 9:15. The park has officially opened for about 15 minutes, but we're still kind of in that rope drop territory for the lines. We're going to make our way back to Tomorrowland. We're going to try to get on Space Mountain before the crowds start to really come in. We're going to go past the Tomorrowland Speedway. Part of me is really surprised that they still have the Tomorrowland Speedway because it's been kind of outdated.
But I mean, it's still a popular attraction for like little kids because they can drive and do that. I mean, it's not an interest to us. We're adults, we drive every day, but it's a fun thing for kids, so I see why they still have it. One of the last mountains that you'll find in Disney World, Space Mountain. Now we're going to get in the standard standby queue. Here comes our ride. Carrie drew the front seat. I'm just going to give Carrie a back massage throughout the ride. I don't think she's going to plane too loudly. There's our photo. All right, that was fun. Now we got to make our way back. And this is going to be a long walk back. I really miss the old conveyor belt. I miss the conveyor belt.
That would definitely make this walk a lot more tolerable. So we were talking about the mountains of Disney World. What are the mountains remaining at Disney World?
You're putting me on the spot.
Space Mountain.
Yeah. I mean, Big Thunder is still there. It's just closed right now.
Yeah, for refurbishment while we're here. Mount Everest.
Expedition Everest.
Expedition Everest. Well, it's still a mountain. And then formerly Splash Mountain, which is now
Tianas.
which we hope to ride later today.
Yeah.
As we go through here, we can see visions of the future. So as you're walking out, they have these little ball pits down here. And I read somewhere, someone said that these are where the memories go that die in Inside Out universe. It's kind of a interesting way to think about it. Oh, and we made it to the dump shop. What did you find?
Baby want.
What did you find?
It's a Squishmallow Grogu.
Oh, I see that. How much is Squishmallow Grogu?
Money.
Money. It's over there.
Money.
Money. There's no number.
There's no price on it.
When we walked in, I think Space Mountain said 25 minutes?
20.
20 minutes. How long was it?
About 15.
Not bad.
No.
We're going to head to...
We're gonna head to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Stand.
Here we go for Buzz Lightyear. It says 10 minutes for the standby.
Battle stations, report to the flight deck for immediate launch. To infinity and beyond.
Oh, here we go. Are you ready for this, hon?
Yeah, sure.
Got the hair on the trigger?
Yeah, I'm not very good at this one. You always beat me.
Well, will you look at that. I'm already done. How about you, honey?
Well, you know, you angled it so you could win, not for me.
Well, you can drive now.
Clearly I am, because you're not helping.
I can help. Carrie got Space Ace, and I am a galactic hero, baby. Yeah, and don't you forget it. Well, I'm glad we got in line when we did. I wouldn't say it was a walk-on, but it was a pretty quick line.
It was about 8 minutes.
8 minutes, you say?
Yep.
And now it's definitely a lot longer. We're going to cross the hub. We're going to go over to Adventureland, see what the line is going to be over at Jungle Cruise. It's a little after 10 now. You can definitely tell the crowd is coming in, but it definitely does pay to rope drop, that's for sure. Watch out for the death steps here. These things suck to step on. They should actually do like a PSA thing, Sarah McLachlan. In the arms of the angel.
I don't know if it's really that bad. Here goes that.
In the arms of the angel.
Hi.
Hi.
We're Bill and Carrie from KB Trips. Did you know every day dozens and dozens of people twist their ankles stepping in the rails on Main Street? Don't be one of those. Watch your steps. Oh, crap. We found an exclusive dining table at Disney. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And what do we get, hon?
We got cheeseburger spring rolls. We have not had these for a while.
I think we've only had them once before, but they're like the thing that people always talk about.
But you have to get them early because it's kind of one of those things. Once they sell out, they sell out. And so that's kind of what's happened with us. We wanted to get them before, but the stand was already closed for the day.
And right now it is about 10 a.m. And breakfast of champions still, you would say.
So second breakfast.
Or brunch maybe? I don't know.
What about second breakfast?
The spring rolls come with a dipping sauce. I'm not exactly sure what kind of sauce it is. Looks like Thousand Island, but it does not smell like Thousand Island. And there's a cross bite of what they look like on the inside. And they taste like cheeseburger. Pretty good. How much are these?
These are $9.50 for two. And currently, as of this video, you can do either cheeseburger or pepperoni. So we did 2 cheeseburger, but you can also do 2 pepperoni, or you can do 1 of each.
We can do 1 of each? Oh.
Yeah, but I wanted the cheeseburger.
Okay, fine. Should we just get the Jungle Cruise and go straight to the treehouse?
Nah.
But there's a line for the treehouse.
Well, there's not.
It could get busier later.
No, there's never a line.
Here we go for the Jungle Cruise. Love this ride. 25 minutes for the standby. Hanging out in the inside queue of the Jungle Cruise. If you look around, they got things from Explorers. They also have gags, and if you listen to the overhead thing, they'll make jokes on the PA system. The Jungle Cruises. Love this ride. Free kittens to a good home. Take them home, please.
Amazon rainforest here on the Amazon River. And if we look to either side, we do have these rare Amazonian butterflies. Now these butterflies actually have a wingspan that ranges from 1 foot all the way up to a whopping 12 inches. Yeah, they're the rulers of the jungle.
Oh, it's nice that they invited that zebra to dinner. Here's one of the new additions to the Jungle Cruise.
A monkey and an ape. The honest guy is a long tail. We don't have the tongue, so we've got a dog, okay?
These stupendous, the colossal, the eighth wonder of the world, the
Backside of water! That's new. That gator has water that'll come out of its ear. See?
It's anybody's last time on the Jungle Cruise. Anyone? This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. I'm so sorry you're spending it with me. It's okay. My gift to you all, actually my gift, because of you, we're going to get everybody out of this boat. That's you know?
We're going to cross back over to Tomorrowland. We have a lightning lane for Tron at 11:15. And it's about 11:12 now. So it'll be open by the time we get over there. And then we actually have virtual queue for Tianas Bayou, whatever. It'll hopefully open by the time we get off of Tron. As we pass through the central hub, they got a stage show going on in front of the castle. There you go, back in Tomorrowland. It's actually kind of a cool view between the archway and the Astro Orbiter and everything. So the entrance to Tron is to the left of the entrance to Space Mountain, past the dump shop. There you go. This is actually our first time seeing the finished product for Tron. We've been seeing it under construction for years. Kind of reminds me of the Metrodome for your fellow Minnesotans. Looks like off the left you can take a path to Storybook Circus that goes behind the Tomorrowland Speedway. Got to figure out where our lightning lane entrance is. This looks like the entrance for the standby queue, and the lightning lane we stayed to the left. Oh, there it goes by for the first time for us. I said this kind of reminds me of the cover of the old Metrodome.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
The big white cover. I mean, you know, it's not quite, but it's kind of what it reminds me of from a distance. This was like the where the line starts gathering. And standby queue said 65 minutes. Here you can actually sit in the right vehicle or a mock of it, so you know if it fits for you. I think we'll be okay. And then the lighting lane is to the left up here. Okay, here we go. Green, we're good to go. We're good to go. Ooh. It feels like we just got sucked into the world of Tron.
Attention users, you are about to be digitized into the world of Tron. For your safety in this world, all users should be in good health.
Okay. Interesting. Got some sort of pre-show.
World of Tron.
Team Blue, welcome to the grid. Proceed to gaze.
Oh wow, this is crazy looking. Now we're using our magic band to pick a locker. We need to put our stuff in here. We can't take anything with us. So this is where I'm gonna leave the camera. I can leave that camera, but I can bring my phone. Wow, this looks crazy. The look of everything in here definitely reminds me of the movie. Got the loading area side by side. We're loading up next, and so we are actually side by side, and then the loading thing is one of us walks around between the cycles to climb, so we don't climb over, we should go around. And this is kind of cool looking. So now we can go and get our stuff out of our locker, use our magic band. And there we go, there's our stuff again. Those lockers were nice because they were double-sided, so you go put them in one end and they come out the other side. That way you're not tripping over each other. There's a light cycle as we're leaving. Oh my goodness, so what do you think of that, huh?
That was really cool. I mean, the only downfall is it's very short, but that was so much much fun. Like, I don't know, just like, even though it's like a weird position to be in, because you're like basically straddling a motorcycle or light cycle, sorry. It was really cool. It was a fun ride.
I don't know how there were people in front of us that had their arms up.
Yeah.
And it was like, they looked so uncomfortable because you're bending over and there's a back brace, you know, like keeping you leaning forward. But that was fun. No, it was, it kind of reminded me of like a combination between Guardians of the Galaxy ride, the new one over at Epcot, and Rock and Roller Coaster, where you're in the dark and you're going.
Yeah, I guess I could kind of see,
but
that.
What's next though?
Next, I have to double check. We might be, our virtual queue for Tianas Bayou might possibly be open now.
So now we're going to cross back over to Adventureland.
Yep.
We're getting our steps in today.
Yes. Who says going to Disney is unhealthy?
Here comes one of the things. Oh! Speaking of our steps, it's not even noon yet, and we've already put in 4 miles according to my app. Tomorrowland Speedway looks incredibly slow compared to the light cycle. One thing I really like about Disney is they reuse things and it'll be out in the open, you don't even realize it. So I really liked the movie Flight of the Navigator as a kid, like watched it all the time.
I did too.
And over here is one of the props repurposed from the movie, from the space shuttle, the Navigator flight, whatever it was. I forget the name of the ship. Do you remember the name of the ship?
No, I don't.
Ooh, it's not true. Now, I mistakenly said before when I talked about this that Fred Savage was in the movie, right? I accidentally said Fred Savage.
Yeah, it wasn't Fred Savage.
No, it was Ben Savage. It wasn't? Got a parade coming through. Not sure how big this is. I haven't looked at a calendar or anything today. On the top there's Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon. I don't remember seeing her in the park much. And then there's Meredith from Brave. Merida. What'd I say?
You said Meredith.
I said Meredith?
You said Meredith.
Oh, okay.
That's our next door neighbor, Meredith from Brave.
Off we go, back into Adventureland. Quite a different feel from Tomorrowland. There we go, our first look at the Tianas Bayou Adventure since the overhaul from Splash Mountain. It's very green, for sure. And the crane in the background is for the construction for the new car land. Tiana's is very green.
It is very green.
Like Splash Mountain was very brown.
Yeah.
So this is very opposite. Looks like we're going around this way. Here's the rider switch. We're going underneath the railroad station. Virtual queue. Our number's been called. So should be able to scan in and go on in. Oh, this is fun and festive. Okay. Nice bright colors compared to what it was before. So looking around the outside portion of the queue for Tiana's, the lighting is interesting because if you look at it, it looks like the power lines for the street cars. They got a huge vegetable garden, and when I mean huge, I mean they're very large vegetables. It's the onions and green peppers just sticking out of the ground. The newly designed interior queue for the ride. And this used to look more like a shop. It looks more like an office where they sell goods. They walked up some stairs and we're going back into another inside queue. Oh, this looks like Tiana's kitchen. She's got all the beignets going. Oh, beignets sounds good right about now. Oh, I got hungry all of a sudden. As we go into the mine area here, this is where they connect the lightning lane and the virtual queue lines. We got video screens playing with directions. Here we go. Basically, it's the same ride vehicles that they used for Splash Mountain. I don't think much has changed in here.
My friends and roadways, please make sure to hold up.
Tiana was right. There are musicians out here, and they are
We just got off. Got to check out our photos. There we are, but you can't really see much because we got the Photo Pass logo over us. All right, what did you think of Tiana's?
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I've always been a fan of Splash, but I do love Princess of the Frog. So I loved the Tiana's overlay. I thought that was amazing, and you get to see all the best characters and everything too. And
Such a nice overlay. Like it was hard to like. Oh, this was this and this was this on the old ride because it was so well changed. You know, like the new overlay or skin, whatever you want to call it. Skin if you're a gamer. Anyway, so really nice. And what's next now?
Next, we have a lightning lane for Haunted Mansion that is open now, so it's time to head over there.
Okay, if you insist.
Yes, I do.
Well, actually, other than a little splash, I got off pretty scot-free.
I got splashed in the face, but of all the things that dries off pretty quickly. So yeah, I don't really feel all that wet.
We would like to ride Big Thunder Mountain, but it's closed right now for refurbishment and also for the construction of the new Cars Land. All this stuff's going to change over the next few years. They're getting rid of Tom Sawyer's Island, is that right?
Yes.
So getting rid of Tom Sawyer's Island and a couple other things around here. So this is going to be very different in a few short years. So a little tip here for trying to get across, particularly in the busy days. Take this dock path along the river of America, and usually it's not as busy as it would be on the paved street that goes past, right now they're dancing in front of the Country Bears Jamboree. But yeah, this way is a good way to get around. All right, coming up to the Haunted Mansion. This is the beginning of the standby queue. Right next to the Harbor House. All right, we're looking for the entrance for the lightning lane because we have our lightning lane, which is off to the side. I keep wanting to call it a fast pass, but I'm old school, what can I say? One thing that I heard about once that's kind of cool is that the one backstory about the former owner of the mansion, he really liked chess. So if you look up there, you can see all the chess pieces adorning on the top of the mansion. You can see like the Queen's hat, the King's hat. Unfortunately, when we take the lightning lane, we miss a lot of the interactive queue stuff, but this is where the lightning lane and the normal standby queue meet up shortly before we go inside. They open the doors for us. We're gonna go in. Ooh, the portrait.
Practicing their terror, ghoulish delight.
He's aging.
Mortals to the haunted mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors.
We are awaiting our Doom buggy, which is stopped at the moment. Gotta quickly load into our Doom buggy. It's the Hatbox Ghost.
Wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
It's such a fun scene. And if you look down there on the plates, quite often there's a hidden Mickey on the plates. It's the bride. It's the graveyard. Oh, I love the graveyard scene. Na, na, something, something, don't know the words. Gonna just sing along. Woo! On the bust here, a lot of people think that the one ghost is Walt Disney. It is not Walt Disney. It's actually the guy who was the voice for many characters over the years, including Tony the Tiger. But he kind of has that same kind of face with the mustache like Walt Disney had. The ride is paused, and I don't think I've ever noticed this before. It's actually like a pot of tea being poured. And that looks like, off to the bottom left, that looks like the dog that is a caretaker's dog when you come in. To the end of the graveyard, just next to the opera singer, you can see in here, there is Grim Reaper. If you look up at his hand, that's actually a hidden Mickey he's holding. which is like a favorite Heaven Mickey for a lot of people. Hitchhiking Ghost, oh no.
They have selected you to fill our forces.
Us?
And they'll haunt you until you return.
He pulled our faces off. Okay, Haunted Mansion was awesome like usual. You enjoy that one?
Yes, it's one of my faves.
One of my faves. They're all your faves.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, let's be honest.
Then we're going to cut back across Adventureland. We have a lightning lane for Pirates of the Caribbean. So if you go here next to the Diamond Horseshoe, there is some restrooms, but we can actually cut across to Adventureland. We think that might be the best way to get to Pirates from where we are. Pirates. Looking for the lightning lane entrance, which is off to the right, it looks like. We scan our magic bands to get into Pirates. Speaking of magic bands, so we didn't notice it with our magic bands, but on Haunted Mansion, we noticed some people's magic bands were lighting up red, like a heartbeat, which was really cool. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice it. You pointed it out, but I didn't notice it.
Lightning Lane meets up before we go on the bridge that goes over to the other side to the loading dock area. So, do you know, do they still have the Jack Sparrow that walks the queue and all that stuff, or did they stop doing that?
I have no idea.
Yeah. At one point, you could be in the queue and there's Jack Sparrow just kind of hanging out around the corner. Then you try talking to him, he runs off. There she is, our sailing vessels. All right, front row, dude. I'm scarred.
It's Jack Sparrow we're after.
Ooh, it's Captain Jack. We still want the redhead.
Strike your feathers, dearie. Show them your flock.
Hey, send them hints to Davy Jones. It's the rum they want.
Yo-ho, pirates like for me. It's interesting how they add the smell of smoke in here. Oh, that fourth sense. Where, buddy? Nothing like a good old-fashioned dump shop. All right, just checking. Was that Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Caribbean this time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, where's our next lightning lane? I want to keep saying Fast Pass. Lightning lane.
Lightning Lane is for Small World.
We stopped to get something quick to eat to try to split. Who knows if we'll actually split or not, because it's not necessarily Carrie style. But anyway, we got the seafood gumbo, or shrimp gumbo, I should say. This was $12?
It was, yeah, it was like just under 13, I think.
Okay, $12.99, and the beignets, which were $7. So collectively, both of these were $20. Well, the shrimp gumbo comes with
sweet potato
fries. These are great.
They're pretty good. I like the seasoning on them.
Yeah. And they're crisp.
Yeah.
And whatever. Like a lot of times, sweet potato fries can be soggy, but these are nice and crisp.
Yep.
All right, gonna try the shrimp gumbo here. I like gumbo myself. All right, we got the shrimp gumbo, and what do you think of the shrimp gumbo?
Okay, so the shrimp is good. I am not a gumbo person, so the flavor is not really for me. I do like the sweet potato fries. So, I mean, I'm gonna give it a 3 basically for the sweet potato fries and the shrimp, but the gumbo itself is not my thing. But that's just because it's not my thing.
Okay, so I actually really like this. You know, and surprisingly, it's better than I was expecting for a counter service type thing. So, for me, like maybe a 4, maybe a 4.5 actually out of 5 for me. Up next are the beignets, which are drizzled with honey and then covered with powdered sugar. Wow, what do you think about these?
These are fantastic.
Oh,
so
really?
I really enjoy them. I would definitely give these a 5 out of 5. They're,
really?
I love the honey and the powdered sugar and everything. They're nice and doughy.
So here's where I'm going to argue with you on this one. I would say this is more like a 3 when we come to beignets. Had better beignets, warmer beignets, kind of softer whatever beignets. So I'm thinking more like a 3.
Okay.
So how to identify if someone's been eating beignets without asking them or seeing them actually eat a beignet? Got angel dust all over me.
You are covered in a lot of powdered sugar.
That's because I'm so sweet.
Yes, that too.
There goes the Mark Twain. And we're gonna make our way over to Small World for our lightning lane after that quick bite to eat. We got a character from Country Bear Jamboree over in front of us. Until they're getting ready for the parade to come through, they come in and they put up these stanchions, and they have the tape on the ground. And as we go into Liberty Square, this is one of those quote-unquote fun things to know. And so they got to go historically accurate stuff. But back then they didn't have plumbing, and so this brown stuff here is plumbing. Before plumbing. That's about as much as I'm going to describe that. So that's what this is supposed to represent, because people would take their buckets of what should have been in plumbing and throw it into the street. My mistake, I call that the Mark Twain. That's the Liberty Bell, right? Mark Twain, is that at Disneyland? Come on, you're our Disney expert, honey.
I don't do Disneyland.
Here's the walkway between Liberty Square and Fantasyland. Gotta notice the music's gonna change as we cross over. It's one of those subtle things that Disney does that you don't really notice unless it's pointed out to you. There's a small world, and if you look, this is a lot different story with the crowd than when we came by here at like 9:05 this morning or whatever time that was. And try to get to the Lightning Lane entrance for Small World. The time is actually a analog clock. On Small World, now those windows are actually for Pinocchio's Pizza House, so you can sit over there and watch us, and you can actually put up signs. Here we go.
I don't know why. I've always liked this, the tiger, leopard, whatever. I've always liked this guy. I like the surfer. Goodbye, sayonara, namaste.
I was just thinking, because I've been rewatching Lost, so like that's what the Dharma Initiative, the one guy, namaste.
Namaste in this boat any longer.
Get the cross on the clock as it hits 2:30. Every couple minutes, I think it's every 15 minutes, the clock will go off.
We're gonna go deeper into the heart of Fantasyland. We have a lightning lane now for the Little Mermaid. How Small World, hon?
It was small world.
Yeah.
Small world after all.
Yeah. All right, lightning lane for Under the Sea with the Little Mermaid. We're gonna take a clamshell, much similar to the Doom Buggy. Hey, look, it's Buddy Wacket.
Wait, my story is not near as interesting as Ariel's.
This part here is fun. We're going to go under the sea. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go.
Brings us last sight of set, next smile and changes, not good shape to be. And you don't know why she died to try to wanna kiss the girl.
As you come out of the Little Mermaid ride, over here is one of the coolest hidden Mickeys. If you look at the series of rocks here, if you line it up, you can see a Steamboat Willie version of Mickey. I'm going to zoom in here in a second to show you. So if you look closely here, there is the steering wheel, and then there's his head. You can see his nose, there's his face, there's his ear, and so it looks like the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey as he's driving the ship. And then down there, there's like one of his buttons. There's another one of his buttons. So there you go. Kind of cool if you notice it. We're going to continue to get our steps in for the day. We're going to go past Gaston's and the Beast Castle. We are going to head back to Frontierland to Tianas. We're gonna ride Tianas again. This time we have a lightning lane for Tianas at what time? 3:05. It's 1:15 now. Part of our challenge now is that the 3 o'clock parade starts at 3 o'clock, and people are lined up here in Frontierland and Liberty Square. So if you remember a little bit earlier, I was talking about taking the side path. Well, here's a great reason to take that side path. Here we go. It's a lot easier to walk through than trying to walk down the main path along the rivers of America. There's Tom Sawyer's Island, which won't be around much longer. Yep. There we go again to Bayou Adventure. Gonna go underneath the train station. This time we're doing lightning lane. So we get to go in the left queue, not the right. Woohoo! We got in a few minutes early. Like, how early can you check in?
Usually it's 5 minutes.
Okay. And this queue looks a lot longer than it did before. I don't know what's up with that, but now we get to experience the left side of the line. Here's the general store. And I go back up the stairs. Oh, I'm getting old. A few different things. Good to see down in this row, like photos of Tiana and her family. Don't really get the chance to see. On the other side here is where her kitchen was. Looks like they got newspaper clippings and things like that about Tiana's restaurant awards. Oh yeah, this looks very different.
It's like empty now.
Yeah, I'm hearing crickets. Oh, this is crazy how this kind of timed out, I guess you could say, with our lightning lane and the virtual queue. Jeez, this is crazy. Maybe we can get a front row seat. Front row. Here we go. Gotta check out our photo. There's Carrie all protected. She didn't want to get wet. Carrie wants to take the railway. We're going to take that to the front for our way out. How was the second ride on Tiana's?
Second ride was fun. We actually had a boat to ourselves, which was kind of interesting. I was a little nervous because you requested we sit in the front row.
We walk up and the guy's like, any row requests? And Carrie goes, and I go, one. And she goes, are you crazy? The guy was nice. He said he was gonna load it light so we didn't have as much splash. Get a look at Big Thunder Mountain as they begin their refurb process here. You can see them tearing up some of the rail and other parts of the ride. Interesting to see that. The stop was Casey Jr.'s, and in front of us is Goofy's Barnstormer. I cannot say it. We're actually on the outside of the berm, so you can see the Contemporary. That's also where the bus loading area is. We're gonna come up and we're gonna go and get off at the Main Street station. Well, we had a busy morning.
Yes.
Or first half of our day.
That is correct,
at
yes.
Magic Kingdom. How long have we walked now?
It's been about 7.5 miles that we've put in already since we got here this morning.
If only we could do that at home pretty regularly.
Right. But when we're at home, we're not at Disney World, so.
No, whatever. Anyway, we're going to call it short for this video. We're still going to have our second half of our day, so stay tuned for that video. Hey, please do us a favor and subscribe. About 90% of our viewers are non-subscribers. So help us flip the number, help us to reach our next goal of 2,000 subscribers. So what's going to go on for the rest of our day in part 2 of our video?
So we're actually leaving the Magic Kingdom for a little bit. We are going to head over to Wilderness Lodge, get some dinner at Artist Point, get to meet some dwarves.
And then we're going to come
And then we're going to come back here for the evening, maybe catch some fireworks, do some more rides. Park is open till 10 o'clock tonight, so I say let's keep going.
When we're on vacation, we go, and then we go some more.
We need a vacation from our vacation.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, we want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
You've been watching KB Tricks. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Until then, good luck and have fun.
See ya.